stop slouching, get rid of the gum. Oh, much better. Come on, I've got a lot of you clowns to do, so stop stuffing around. You right?
Yeah.
You don't seem to be taking this very seriously.
It hardly seems worth the trouble, mate. I'm going to be out of here in no time.
Right, the other side, what are you going to do?
I've got a play written. This one's going to be a beauty. I'm going to relax off my royalties.
No, it's not a comedy.
Listen, how do you know I'm me? Eh? Ronald Biggs could walk in here, say he's William Oscar Perry and get an ID card.
No, Ronnie was in here yesterday. Next.
Well, another day, another 40.2 cents, less tax. There's far too much suffering in the world for me, so I'm on my way back to my place where there's 5 actors that have just finished reading my new play. Talk about suffering. That's why I'm a lawyer. It keeps a roof over my head.
You're breaking the law. Eviction notice was property, sir. You must vacate the premises now.
Come on! Hey! All right!
He doesn't let history go when you're failing! Nowhere!
Turn over, you mother! Turn over, I'll give you a swift kick in the exhaust pipe! Robbie! Afternoon, after book.
Oh, you're here for the rehearsal, right?
No. You can ask me anything.
Do you have your current driver's license on your person?
Well, no, not exactly. You see, the dog ate me learner's permit.
Listen, are you the owner of the car?
Well, no, not really.
And can we have your name and address, please?
Swap ya.
Listen, just cut the crap short, ass.
Well, Robbie Robertson. And I was living in there.
Satisfied?
Listen, sorry about the crack about the short ass, but it's been a long day.
That's okay. I'll let you rub me head for luck. Go on the house.
So, what did you think?
I'm bored.
I'm in trouble.
I'm just a little confused by it.
I'm horny.
Look, Tony, get your mind out of your underpants, eh? What sort of actor really thinks like that? You'll have an idea one day, your elastic's going to snap, and your brain will get stiff. Now, concentrate.
Listen, Perry, how do I play an anti-existentialist wind?
Don't get smarmy with me, girlie. There's lots of actresses around this town that would give their eye teeth to play your part.
Mm-hmm. Who?
Perry, we all love the play, but I'm having trouble.
You see, this is good. Marie's having trouble. Now, this is what the whole relationship between an actor and the cast and the whole theatre company, it's made of. It's an ensemble.
I'm having trouble trying to find my motivation for the underwater snooker scene.
Right. Well, again, another excellent question.
Yeah, and while we're talking about things like that, Perry, the starfish, I think I should bring him in earlier and then keep him later.
You see, Adrian, I think the whole use of the starfish will be in the economy, not overdoing the starfish, if you understand what I mean.
Hey, look, I didn't spend all that time at NIDA to play a bad starfish, mate.
You are actually the whole reason that the underwater snooker match is going on. Do you understand that?
Now, Perry, is this before or after Grandmother's skewered by the giant syringe?
I've rewritten the police ballet.
I'm hungry.
Go.
I'm still horny.
But basically,
I'm confused, mate.
Grandma gets skewered by the giant syringe. Same time next week, eh? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Have a nice night, Minister.
Sorry. So, what do you really think of me playing Mother Suicide? If you say interesting, I'll go home. I forgot I'm home.
Oh, it's awfully...
Promising? What's wrong with it?
Open up, Perry!
Cheers. That's lovely.
You know what I've been thinking about all day?
Tell me, what have you been thinking about all day?
Play, school.
I don't know, just lacks a sense of humour.
Well,
It's
thank
a bit
you.
sombre.
Yes?
Pompous. It's a bit pretentious.
Right, anything you didn't like about it?
Of course I could be wrong.
Right.
I've been wrong before. No, look, really, it could be a massive commercial and critical success.
That's what I'm hoping.
Where have you been?
Go away!
Smash this bloody window in. Now let me in.
Who is she, landlady?
Oh, no, she's a motor mouth housing activist. Wait till you see her. She's a hyper-activist.
Rack up!
I'll count to 3.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
1,
Shit,
2,
I've heard her.
3. Wait!
Jesus, that's a nice look, Jean.
Just passing. Thought I'd come in.
Been a gown of the year, have we?
Repeat after me. I am a naughty boy. Repeat after me, boy. Harry?
So you've got to come with me.
Big deal. Look, I'm not into arguing about it at the moment, Jean, because whatever you say, I'm not going to come with you.
One of the squatters has already been nicked trying to pinch a car.
Big deal!
I need your help to get him out. The squat's not much, but it's better than prison.
The squat's not much, but it's better than... God, I hate it when you play the underdog violin concerto, baby.
Usually
Well,
works.
it must be terrible to be in prison.
It's worked. Just let me...
So how'd you get tangled up with him?
Well, workshopping one of his plays.
One of his plays, and you're still away.
I heard that, Jean.
I was as kind as I could be.
Yeah, well, just stop being kind, thanks. Do you want to do this or what?
See ya. Hang on!
Play some records. Been a quiet night tonight.
Yeah, just been our little mate.
Our little mate. Thanks, Platt. Robbie Robertson? I'm Perry, a lawyer.
G'day, didn't Jean tell you?
No.
We're even. She didn't tell me you had big ears neither.
Listen, Stretch, I was supposed to get you out on bail, but they've got a warrant on you for failing to appear and having no fixed address.
That was ages ago.
Doesn't matter, it's still gonna wash. Now you got Buckley's are getting out. Now what do you do for a crust?
Wear the same jocks for a week? I can do anything. Sometimes I stand on a chair, I do pantos, rodeo, clowning, circuses, a bit of wrestling, whatever comes along.
Yeah, right. You haven't got anything on at the moment, eh?
No.
So there's not much I can do for you, mate, if I can't get you bail. I'll have to score you a copy of your statement, eh? I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Could you do us a favour?
Hang on, Platt. Yeah, what is it?
Could you ring me older brother?
Oh, yeah? First thing in the morning, anything else?
Reckon I can get Constable Platt to body search me?
your humanitarian urges with a mention of money, honey. But who's going to pay for the lawyer? I've got my own housing problem, you know. But what about next week's rent?
Well, legal aid located. I saw Ross this afternoon.
I never heard anything from Ross.
You haven't heard anything because you've been flat out trying to race off that Deborah woman.
What's all this Deborah woman scrap? What's all this sort of girly talk? Is that to talk to me?
I'm not making a moral judgment,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
It's just that I've got a feeling she's got talent, and I don't think you should inflict one of your plays on her.
You're a cruel woman, Jean.
No offence, mate, but you've done for the theatre what Midnight Express did for Turkish prisons.
Ah, yeah. Who are you?
Jean and friend.
What's our aim?
Justice in public housing.
Password?
Cut the crap, Spider. Bollocks.
Wouldn't you know, I'd left my Spider-Man decoder ring at home. You what?
He's a lawyer. Perry.
As in Mason. Wouldn't you know it, she drags me out of an actress at this time of night.
Check on Spider, see how he's doing.
Trace.
Like, wow.
This is Perry. He's the lawyer.
He's the lawyer. I guess you only had short notice.
Very funny. Who did you expect, Petrocelli?
Well, he's good for a fence sitter.
Can I borrow your henna? Thanks, heaps. Who did you decorating? The IRA?
Other squatters. Kev, this is Perry, friend
Not
of
a
Jean's.
bad job. Believe it or not, I'm a lawyer. G'day. G'day. Ah!
Oh, don't let rat's ass bother you.
His name's Rastus. I don't care what its name is, just get away from me, will you?
Go and release Spider.
Fascists?
What can you do to help, Perry?
Look, what I got to do is try and get an affidavit from your union, mate. We got to try and prove they're going to demolish without warning.
It's on here!
What's on?
Here's a proof, mate. Mongrels.
Who?
Go, let's go!
Where's the rat?
Forget the rat. Get your car.
Right, where is it?
Over there.
Why?
We've got to get him to hospital. Go!
Where's the rat?
Gosh! Oh. Don't worry, mate. We'll get the bastards. Fascists, the lot of them. They got no concern for the people.
Bite your bum, will you, Gene? My brain's pouring out my ear. And you're crapping on about the revolution.
Got the address then? Right. No mess. Nice and tidy. She could be quite a problem. Okay.
Okay, Chief. Come on up with the bonnet.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, officer.
I wonder if I could have a little bo peep at your license, please.
I gather this is about that sharp turn I made back there.
Well, my partner and I did comment on that, yes. You've been drinking it all tonight? We've got this sneaking suspicion you were trying to avoid the random breath test.
Bill Higgins, Harry Maxwell's private secretary. I'm afraid the minister's had rather a big night with the commissioner. I didn't think it was a good idea for him to be seen like this, so I thought I'd take a shortcut.
Very wise, sir. Could you give me a minute? It's the minister, mate. He's a bit pissed.
Good. Book him.
And he's not driving. Leave this to me, all right? Well, that's all in order, sir. Can I offer you an escort home?
No, thanks, officer. That won't be necessary.
Hey, Chief, there's a coat hanging out here.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll have it dry cleaned.
Yeah, it's all right. I fixed it. He's dead.
I think you boys and I should have a bit of a chat.
The last trend. It would appear your friend's remarkable hairstyle saved him from serious damage. He has concussion, and we have to keep him overnight for observation and give him a scan in the morning. But I don't think there's any real serious damage.
It'd be bloody hard to pick. Anyway, thanks, Dr. Tran.
All right, listen, could I get a written report on his injuries?
That should be an improvement.
Great. Look, I've got a papilloma. Could I get a quote?
Let's get a royal commission going. Oh, God, well, I'm glad you're here.
Listen, Lucy, what's happened?
It's Jackie. Used to be one of my girls. She's OD, but she's been clean for years. Cops say they found cocaine and money at her place. Yeah.
How much?
Half a kilo and $4 grand.
Would you please immediately...
That's enough. You finished, Lucy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look, I got this call, like, wailing and yabbering on, couldn't make head nor ass, and it went dead. I got over there, the cops were already there. The ambos were hauling her out. I know Jackie wouldn't have anything to do with that coke stuff. Barbs, maybe. We all backslide once or twice.
Tell me about it. Listen, can you think of any reason why anybody would set her up?
Dunno, but you gotta help her.
Could you make out anything she was saying on the phone?
Something about he's gone. That's all.
Hey, who?
I don't know. Look, what are you gonna do?
Look, I'm up to my back teeth at the moment, mate. I'd really like to help, but I've got squatters on the other hand. I've got
rat
midgets.
bag stuff.
Yeah, maybe, but, you know, I'm committed.
You?
Well, I said I'd do it.
I'll cover whatever it costs. She hasn't got anyone, Perry. Only me. And all I've got is you.
Yeah, righto, I'll do my best. Have you met the beak?
Oh, God, love.
I'll help. Bit early for therapy, isn't it, mate? Huh? Oh, why don't you cats ever clean your teeth?
Get that rotten cat some practical work experience as a cello.
Wait a minute!
You, Perry? God, can you get that dressing gown in red? I'm Bevan, Robbie's big brother.
Oh, you're putting me on.
Thanks for what you're doing for Robbie.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. As long as legal aid's okay, you got nothing to worry about.
Talked to them this morning.
Yeah?
Ros someone. Real nice Sheila.
Yeah, sweet dreams are made of Ros, mate.
Anyway, what's going to happen to him?
Well, it depends. What do you reckon the story is with his failure to appear?
What's that?
Why did you do that, mate?
Well, bloody stupid charge.
I know that, I know that.
He was up in Brisbane doing some throwing.
Calm down, mate. This is not making much sense. Throwing.
Yeah, dwarf throwing.
Oh, this is
It's
not-
real big in Brisbane.
I'm sitting down.
Anyway, look, nobody told him it was illegal. So I bailed him. And he's due to appear in 2 weeks' time when he gets an offer to do a panto in Adelaide. Now, the little bugger, he loves pantos.
Well, I do too.
He loves to see the kids giggle and squeal when they come on. Honestly, he's a real hand. I mean, what's he gonna do? Turn down a well-paid job in a panto? Or appear on this stupid damn charge? So I told him to go ahead to Adelaide and I'd fix it.
You did.
I went to see the beak to explain.
Which beak did you see, mate?
Ferguson or some bloke like that, the cranky old bastard, he had me thrown out of court. It took 2 of them to do it, mind you.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Listen, I'm a bit cranky myself and I'm going to throw you out of my court. I've got a neurotic cat, I've got a red dressing gown on, I've got a housing activist that's about to arrive and evict my face. Now, grab your briefcase. Thanks for coming round. Thanks for your info, but that's all I can do for you right at the moment. And plus, you know, I don't like people visiting me at home. What do you do for a crust, mate?
I make whips for a living.
You make whips?
Yeah, jockeys whips, trotting whips, whips for people that want to use them for extracurricular activities.
What do you mean? All right.
Well, you know, we make a living.
Perry, Frogman.
Perry, the mate in the nose confirmed it's on today. What are you going to do about it?
I'm having a shower, G. What do you think I'm doing about it?
Well, think quick.
Look, I'm having a shower. I'm standing here dripping all over the electric plug. Do you want me to electrocute myself?
Perry.
All right, Jen, all right. I'm thinking about it.
hearing aids are required to attend a preliminary briefing session on neo-naff procedures.
Affidavits from Spider and Nikki.
How the hell?
I used to be a legal secretary.
What?
Wilcock, Wilcock, can you come to the college immediately? Pathology.
It's not funny. I look like a real naff.
That's the understatement of the week.
I was gonna erudite as a personal symbol of my contempt for society and its obsession with normality.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I chicken out. I only did this one. The rest were egg whited. When I got the egg white out, I weren't sure what to do with the erudite.
Some punk.
What's wrong with you? You're scared of lifts too. Oh, Perry, it's all right. Look, he's going to stay where he is.
Listen, mate, this isn't going to stop.
Perry, look, got him by the tail, see?
John?
Come down. Get out of the way.
If I can confirm the terms of Your Honour's order, bail is to be granted to my client on the following conditions. Notify of changed address and report weekly on Thursday to Carringbush Police.
If it pleases Your Honour, Perry, solicitor, I seek leave to bring to the court's attention a most urgent matter.
Why is it urgent?
Your Honour, I act under the instruction of a group of persons known as the Carringbush Tenants Group. I'm instructed by them to apply for an injunction for a stay of demolition of premises at Salting Street.
I repeat, what is the urgency, Mr. Perry?
Your Honour, the Carringbush Council are, as we speak, starting the demolition of a most important building without first obtaining a permit. My clients, of course, wish the intervention of the court.
Mr. Perry, do you have any evidence they are going to demolish without proper notice?
Yes, sir. Affidavits and oral evidence. I have here a witness.
Call yourselves workmen! Puppets, pathetic bastards, come and get us!
Yeah, most people bloody dogs live better than we do, mate.
This is an official eviction order.
On the evidence in these affidavits, I'm prepared to grant you interim orders in the terms you speak, subject to your attending to the filing of the appropriate papers to the court and paying the necessary stamp duty.
I've got some money for some stamps.
$30.
Where do we mail them?
Leave me alone, mate. I've got a lot of typing to do. And as you can see, I use my own method. Hi, Roz. Hi, Roz.
Need a hand?
I need an octopus.
Another no-hoper case, eh?
Yeah, but at least the bills get paid, you know, thanks to you and legal aid.
Legal aid? When was this?
You know.
No.
You don't know. I'll strangle that rotten bitch.
Fair enough. Who?
Jean, you know the housing activist? She said it was cleared by legal aid if you did it.
And you're the dill that swallowed it, huh? Your big heart got in the way of your tiny brain, did it?
Flattery won't help, Roz.
Why don't you get one of them to come and fill out the papers for you? They shouldn't have any problems.
Bless your cotton socks, Roz. And that's a great impression. You couldn't lend me $30, could you?
Stamp duty, right?
Yeah.
$30.
Great. That's 30 I owe you.
That's 60 you owe me. 30 for now, 30 before, plus 14% interest per annum, of course, which comes to approximately $73 and no cents, care of the Bank of Ross.
Great, thanks, Ros. When do I get my flexi card?
I am a flexi card.
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty. Stop it, Ros. I've got business to type. See you later.
Hey, what are you doing in here? I've got to see Mr. Justice Keneally. Right there.
What's going on?
Well, it seems as though one of the judges is missing a wallet. Oh. Sir, I have here an order for you to sign within the terms pronounced this morning.
Mr. Perry, an appointed person.
Very colourful. I believe you've lost a wallet, sir.
Yes, one can't trust anybody these days. We're also on the lookout for a rat. One of the tipstaff said he saw a rat.
You got a family, pal? We've got a little baby down here who doesn't have a roof over his head to sleep tonight. Does that mean anything to you, pal?
I suppose you're on the dole. You don't pay the tax we do.
Why don't you get a job, you bludgers?
At least I've got a bloody decent home to go to tonight. Not a bloody rat hole like you've got.
You're a goddamn wimp.
It's a crime to be poor when the rich own the law, isn't it?
Yeah, get out, you long-haired dropout.
Yeah, have a go, mate.
What are you staring at? Here they come, Spider. Well, they're not getting us out. What are we? Defiant! What are we? Defiant! Get up! What are we? Defiant! What are we? Defiant! Get up! Everybody, they haven't got the guts.
Table up. Pack up and nick off. The police are on the way.
Smash our heads in. That's the only way you're getting us out.
I don't like it either, but we have our orders.
Oh, they said that.
Come on, Bruno, let's get it done.
There you go, mate. That's from the Supreme Court. It's a stay of demolition.
Put-up job. Any bloke could have signed that. Now
Listen, mate, you trifle with that, and it's punishable by jail.
Pull the other one. Come on, boys, let's get it done.
Righto, everyone, fight out.
Come on, bring it, baby. Fight out! Fight out!
We're out, boys. Stop work meeting.
Where the hell have you been? You're about as useless as tits on a bull.
Lucky I weren't wearing a dress. I've been in the Supreme Court all day with Spiderhead and his pet rat. And what's more, I find out, listen to this, that I'm not being paid for it.
Yeah, well, I knew you wouldn't do it for free. I'll handle it, I promise.
Listen, how do I know you're fair income, Jean?
You don't really, mate, but that's not your biggest problem.
What could be worse than that?
You got dog shit on your suit.
Well, I don't. No pictures.
La la.
Does she look terrible?
Silver-tongued devil.
Hey? There's no change?
God, I hope she's going to pull through.
Well, she'll pull through, mate.
She always said I was the tough one.
You couldn't knock you down with a Southern Aurora.
Come up with anything?
Well, you haven't given me much to go on. I've been tying up a few loose ends of my own, you know.
Sorry.
Well, I guess I better start playing detective soon or nothing's going to happen. I'll let you know what I come up with.
Well, I know she had her problems with Barb's, but, oh, that wasn't for donkey's years. Not since...
Since Maxwell. Look, Bing, if you're right, she's being screwed. And not in the biblical sense, you know? The worst part of that is she's not even conscious to defend herself.
Well, you know that Jackie left Lucy's years ago. Well, Maxwell looked after her, exclusively. He was married, but his wife was crook.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he stood by her, you know, took care of her. But he was, fallible.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'd like to see Mr. Higgins, please.
Do you have an appointment?
No.
Well, it's impossible.
Look, I realise it's not a good day for it, and you're probably a bit tragic, but I just want 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, he's got some people with him and he's not seeing anyone today.
All right, I'll wait.
Thank you. Well, thank you, boys, for coming in to see me.
Oh, no. Thank you. Oh, and commiserations to Mrs. Maxwell.
Ah, certainly.
Nice Adams, come on, mate.
thank
Where are the keys to the squad car? Come on. I haven't got it. What do you mean you haven't got it? Jesus, what a great detective you're going to make. Where are
Donna, no more calls unless it's the Premier's department.
Mr. Higgins, I did tell him you weren't seeing anyone today.
Who are you?
Oscar. Perry. I'm a lawyer. It seems we've got mutual friends. No calls.
They pulled me up last night as I was driving Harry home. When I got my license out, apparently some money fell out of my wallet. They found it after I'd gone, brought it here, and offered commiserations to Mrs. Maxwell. Please.
Of course. Commiserations from myself as well, sir.
Thank you.
It must have been quite a shock.
Well, Harry was aware of his condition for quite some time, but he took it bravely and carried on regardless.
I see. You seem quite devoted to Harry Maxwell.
Well, we go back a long way. Now, you wanted to see me about something.
Yes, actually, I wanted to see you about somebody, Jackie Lee.
And?
She's been suspected of cocaine trafficking.
Well, I'm afraid I have very little time or inclination to help drug traffickers, Mr. Perry.
You see, I think my client's innocent.
Then you'll have to prove that in court.
You see, I also believe that she had a long-standing affair with Harry Maxwell.
Nonsense.
I can assure you, sir, that my information is extremely reliable.
Harry was a wonderful man, married for 35 years, and devoted to the party and his constituents.
Topo. Sounds like a cert for sainthood. Perhaps he was just trying to rehabilitate Jackie.
Get out before I wring your scrawny neck.
Oh. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Easy to say it, but so hard to explain just what's going on.
I don't like you. Read my lips. Read my lips. Go away.
Oh, come on, just a bit of dinner and maybe a bit of a dine after celebrate your son. That'd be great.
G'day, mate. Verbal anybody interesting lately?
People you see when you don't have your gun.
That's all you have to do, right? I mean, you just have to drive and...
Excuse me, mate. I brought a hanky. Now, if you don't mind... Listen, what's the celebration?
Oh, Bryant and Adams are leaving us for D school.
D's? Excuse me, mate. What, you mean Bryant Adams? Detective school?
Yes.
I want a toast. Toast.
Congratulations, fellas. I hear you made it into D school. The force needs intelligent people. Don't know what they're going to do with you two.
Real meat,
What a
Perry.
smartass!
If you need a lawyer, ask for him. He knows a few. Here, pull up a bit.
So, been a bit of an up and down week for you two, hasn't it?
How do you mean?
You picked Maxwell up the other night, I hear.
Let's run along and get me some chips, will you, lovey? Put it on my tab.
Listen, I don't want to be morbid or anything, but, what did he talk about?
Politics. Sport. And politics together shouldn't be mixed in South Africa.
Nice,
because
mate.
South Africa,
Go and check on those chips for me, will you? Your mother's calling.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that
What do you know, Bambino?
Kimmy Hughes going out there like that, you know, people dying in the street. They're playing cricket.
Sure, mate.
I like your mate, mate.
Here's to your health.
Minister Harry Maxwell?
Harry was in. Did him myself, I did. Bloody embalmer's called a snap strike. Cheek.
Listen, mate, you'd know then. Now, I'll understand if you're not going to tell me, professional ethics and all that, but, Harry met with foul play, didn't he?
Strictly in the club, mind you. Between you and me and the tombstone, Harry wasn't shot or nothing. No stab wounds. Just a couple of bruises on the knees.
Bruises?
And a few welts on the bum.
Welts on the bum. Now, normally...
Make him pay attention.
Will you pay attention here? Look, your bigger brother's given me a background, and it's a doozy. Now, normally, I'd adjourn this case to prepare more fully. We'd get social workers' reports, we'd get witnesses, but you've got a failure to appear prior. So, if we go now...
He's going to spend a whole month in the clink, isn't he?
You're very smart, sir. Thank you very much. That's right. Now, we can take a punt, and I think the cops will cooperate, and we might be able to get you a bond.
What do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
Well, what do you reckon?
I'm asking you, what do you reckon?
Well, I can tell you, but in the end, it's up to you.
Let's take a punt.
That's what I reckon.
I reckon I'm in with a chance.
You'd be in with a lot of help.
Okay, Bruno, time's up.
In conclusion, Your Worship, sometimes there are cases put before this court that are not really the best use of the court's time. These charges, I submit, are very much like that. A patrol car gets stuck in a one-way alley blocked by a Volkswagen with my client inside it. We admit that the vehicle is not registered, but all the police really want to do is get down the lane and keep going. The police then find by radio check that my client has a warrant out for a failure to appear. Now, whilst not wanting to deny the seriousness of that charge, we do now see that it is a failure to appear on a charge Your Worship has rightfully thrown out of court. So, for all these reasons, I submit that Your Worship ought release my client on a bond of the most lenient terms.
I'm perturbed, Mr. Perry. The charge of failing to appear has been dismissed. However, be warned, Mr. Robertson, 3 times and you're out. Or more appropriately, you're in. If it's agreeable to your client, Mr. Perry, I'm prepared to release him on a 12-month bond.
It is, Your Worship.
I'm off?
You're off.
I'm off! You bloody! I'm not gonna die! I'm not gonna die!
Good! Do it yourself. Sit down. Thank you, Your Worship.
I'm prepared to forgive and forget if you buy me dinner. Get off!
Order!
Yeah, sorry, mate, I've got other plans.
Who is your biting kneecaps off?
Stop ridiculing my court!
You're going to Brisbane.
I'm not going to hang.
What do you got for me today?
Perry, we've been arrested. Illegally, mind you.
I'm definitely starting up a royal commission.
Woman.
I mean, this case is going to
Where
put you
did
on the
she
map.
get those voice?
We'll turn this fascist society
Where did she
upside
get
down.
those muscles?
Wait, mate, can you bail us out?
It's enough of you. Good night.
Thought I'd lost you for good, love. I couldn't live without him. Don't worry, love. You're gonna be all right.
Thanks, mate. G'day, Trace. How are you?
Bored to snores.
Lovely wallpaper. Hint of smashed head. I'll have you out in no time. And I'll also have you out in no time, but you've got to promise to stop coming around and hassling me at home.
Get nicked.
Get nicked. Obviously, jail's done a lot for your disposition, Jean.
No sellouts. No compromises. I've had it up to my back teeth. Lied to by politicians. Assaulted by the police. Trivialised by the media and generally crapped on from a great height. No more! Jean Simpson makes a stand.
I can feel a hunger strike coming on.
I'm going to stay in custody and represent myself. You patronising bastard.
Oh, Bill. Which is to form the new district of Port Phillip is already in the licensed occupation of the squatters of New South Wales. Among the squatters of New South Wales are the wealthiest of the land, occupying, with the permission of the government, tens of thousands of acres. Young men of good family and connections in England, officers of the Army, the Navy, graduates of Oxford and Cambridge, are also in no small number amongst them. However, we have returned a full circle. From acceptance of the squattocracy that helped build this country, back to squatter being a term of contempt, these people are victims of our narrow-minded success. With no new frontiers to test them, they simply utilise that which we consider obsolete. Your Honour, as they have formally notified everyone that they have occupied an abandoned public property, they have nowhere to go, they have no criminal intentions. If Your Honour pleases, that concludes my submission.
You have quite a flair for the dramatic, Mr. Perry.
Thank you. I've written a couple of plays, nothing much. It's a fantastic place, don't you think, for the final scene in a drama? Or perhaps you'd prefer, sir, a box, seat, at Jackie's remand hearing. How's this for a scenario? Jackie was set up because of her relationship with Uncle Maxwell.
How could I set anyone up when I was in the capable official hands of Bryant and Adams?
Tasty subject. Let's talk about Bryant and Adams. What a remarkable duo, sir. The incredible raging talent of a knife and fork. They miraculously jumped the queue into D school. For doing what? Sir? Looking the other way, perhaps, while you moved the body. As my granddad used to say, fling enough dirt and some of it's gonna stick. Now, I've got proof that you covered up Maxwell's death. Given enough time, I can probably dig up proof that you had the coke planted. Why don't you stop wasting both of our time, Bill? Let's get Jackie off this setup. And then, and only then, will I let Maxwell rest in peace.
I couldn't let her ruin everything we'd achieved. So much. I tried to tell him she'd poison his life, but he wouldn't listen to me. Not about her. And everything else we could have gone so far. He was my best friend.
Jeez, what are you, a delicatessen or something? Let's concentrate, will you? Look mean. That's the best you can do? Sure, I'm not scared of you. You make me despair, Adams.
What are you going to do, bash him?
We heard you had a little chat with Higgins.
Yeah, I had a little chat with Higgins.
Tell us about it.
I've got the whole story, mate.
Which whole story? Look, Perry, we would look very darkly on missing out on D school, because, you see, we're good cops, you see, and we've put up with a lot. And if we miss out on D school, we would be very black.
Very black. Look, you guys, you've got nothing to worry about. I found out everything I wanted to know.
What was that?
Look, I got the charges dropped against Maxwell's girlfriend, you fruits. You know it was a frame-up.
Hey!
Oh!
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 Beating up to us is lousy for police PR.
Oh! Thanks, mate. Anytime. So how's things been? I got a gig, yeah? A panto. Yeah? Snow White. I know it's back. Let me guess, you're playing baseball. How did you know? Yuck, 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 yuck. Lucky guess. Thanks for everything. Oh, that's all right, mate. But I need somewhere to stay.
To say it, but so hard to explain just what's going down when you're hurting again. I'm sure there's a right way, but I've got my own way of being kind of gentle and so sentimental. It may be old news, but by singing the blues, there ain't no way known you can lose.
All right, mate, but only for a week, okay?
Sure, mate.
Now, don't use me toothbrush.
Congratulate me!
Congratulations, how did you get in here?
Tracy let me in.
Tracy, what's she doing here?
Reclaiming this swamp. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye. You actually deal with people in here.
Excuse me. It's not that bad.
It's not that good either.
Huh. Are these fresh?
No. What are you doing?
How did you get in here? They're mine.
Through the balcony.
Why?
Well, you got us out of jail, but we had nowhere else to go. Jean can't help us, not after she told the judge to sit on her face.
Yeah, don't tell me about Jean. She's as subtle as an axe murderer. Hi.
And you're going to ask me why you're congratulating me?
Oh, of course, Deb. Why am I congratulating you?
I got a job.
Great.
I'm playing Snow White.
Great. I'm playing Bashful.
Really?
You're the best Snow White I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
Listen, you two, in case anyone's interested, I'm playing Prince Charming. G'day.
Found you, Harold died.
Great. Listen, where's Rastus?
Staying with relatives.
Good.
Behind your fridge.
I've got a cat.
Your cat took one look at Rastus and shot through at the speed of light.